All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha HaKwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect pushing this word, all right, in all truth and sincerity, okay, risking life and livelihood in so doing, especially in these days and in these times that we are in. We're currently living in Shalom to the women and children who watch and who learn, all right, and here I'm going to start off this lesson with a scripture, all right. Let's start off with a scripture. You know, you mix it up, all right, and where do I start? Okay, this is Ecclesiasticus 41. All right, Ecclesiasticus 41. I'm going to start off with the question. All right, Ecclesiasticus 41:4. And why art thou against the pleasure of the Most High? All right. Why are thou against the? Did it do it? Okay, it's still recording. I don't know what. Wow. Okay. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna start off with that question. Why art thou? I'm gonna let this go up. Let's see, will it go up? It won't go up. Okay. Why art thou against? Oh, come on now. One second. All right. Salakia. And so I'm starting this off with, oh my goodness. Okay, so we're starting this off with a question, Salakia. Again, the the troubles of that comes with pushing this word is those distractions will come in only when you're in during the time of a lesson. All right. But so we're gonna start this off with this question that's in Ecclesiasticus 41:4. It says, "Why art thou against the pleasure of the Most High?" All right, and this is talking about pretty much Esau, man. That 2/3 of our people, okay, they are against they're against the Most High's plan, man. All right. As the scripture says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Okay? And so I'm going to play some of this video. All right? And as you see, it says, fired USDA employee. Okay? This is a USDA employee. He says that I was thrown out like a piece of trash. Okay? Thrown out like a piece of trash. Now, he's a USDA employee. So let's look at some of these federal jobs that people are being released from.
And work to prevent and recover from wildfires. Around 2.
Okay, so as you see, come on now, everything up. this is what the deluge is flooding out, all right, or the Doge is flooding out. Okay, these are the layoffs. The IRS, they're laying off 15,000 employees. And remember, under the Democrats, they hired all of these individuals, loaded them up with guns. All right, now let me say this. Okay, just like with the Christian church, the same thing goes for the Democratic Party. All right. Now, I'm not a Republican or any other political background. Okay. But what it looks like. Okay. What it looks like, not what it feels like, but what it looks like, how it appears. This thing goes is just like with Christianity. Now you have all of the Jake who are members of Christianity. Now they have come together with a kumbaya and pushed to love everybody. All right, but they're not really talking about loving everybody. Okay, they're only concerned with loving the people who they want to love are the so-called white men. All right, they don't want to really love everybody. Okay, but this love comes after we as a people have already been destroyed. All right, and and that's talking about the Christian church. Now it's love everybody after we've suffered slavery, and a lot of people who look like Jake, they're not really Jake. And then you still got the Jake that are among us, all right, who operate with the mindset of an infant. Okay. But no, I'm talking about the Democrats, the politicals, all right, and especially the Democrats. Now you have all of these people who are Democrats who feel this kumbaya, especially among our people. Okay. And yet and still the Democrats have done nothing for you. Okay. I'm not a very technical person. I was going to do a video, all right, highlighting how since slavery, no one has stepped up or had anything to say about Christianity or religion at all. Okay, with the white Jesus and the all white Israelite, ideology that the West has been pushing. No one has stepped up until 2010, okay, or 2009, all right, with the judgment, all right, video, all right, the You Are a Slut video. But before that, prior to that, no one had anything to say about white images of the whole white congregation. Okay, it was all white. Okay, as far as and then you had the Jim Jones debacle where you had these people who drunk the Kool-Aid and were knocked out forever. And many more of those types of get-togethers, but no one ever said anything. No one had anything to say, all right, until 2009, all right, or it may have been 2008, okay, but I'm just putting 2009 on it, and I'm saying with the judgment, okay, because that West Indian, okay, woman, she said judgment, when the apostles were going in, man, all right. So she came against what they were teaching, okay. And why did she come against what they were teaching? Because so-called black men, all right? So-called black men were out teaching, okay? And so, you know, this is how Esau has trained his dogs. You know, in hunting, you have, you know, different dogs that people like among hunters, all right? You know, dogs are okay, but you have people who spend $5,000 for a dog that is just crap. It's no good. You know, all of these little purse dogs, people are wasting money. Get a dog that you want to get. You want to get that bloodhound, okay? That hound, all right? For certain situations, you want to get to a good terrier, okay? Or shepherd, okay? Those are excellent dogs, and so that's how Esau has trained 2/3 of our people. Okay, they are dumb dogs. Okay, they're not even smart dogs. They're dumb dogs. So when we came out, Salakia, so when the apostles, bishops, and elders came out teaching, okay, since that point, you've had our people who have been in total opposition to what the scriptures are saying. Okay? And that's our people. I mean, they come up with videos, they cracking jokes, you know what I'm saying, day and night. And it doesn't stop, okay? Day and night. And it doesn't stop, okay? And this is among our people, okay? So, let's look at this, will we? All right? So this says the deluge or the Doge layoffs. All right, you had 15,000 from the IRS. Okay, we just went over that. Okay, 1,000 from, I don't know what that symbol represents. There's some of these symbols I don't know what they represent. Okay, so that's a government job, but you know, 1,000. All right. The NIH, I don't know what that is. I can't really see what that says. Center for Disease Control. All right. So the CDC released 5,000 people because, you know, ultimately you can't have, what's the use of the CDC, you know, when you have to shut the world down. Something is, you know, you have to, some of you people have to understand. You have a lot of jobs that people are being paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, and for what? Okay, for what? Now you may have their colleagues who, you know, come up and do something to try to show the necessity of their jobs. Now that this has happened, okay, you may have some colleagues who step up. All right. It depends. Now, if those colleagues get a pay increase due to those people being laid off, well, then there's going to be nothing said. Okay. Now, remember, I worked through, all right, the whole Corona thing, all right, and it wasn't until, you know, and you had people, okay, people who were above me, okay, management, higher ups, okay, people who were not what they would call frontline workers, okay, you know, because I was at working a hospital that was the first hospital in Chicago that had the first case, okay, and so, you know, to tell you that, you know, I wasn't, you know, a little worried at least, okay, I was, you know, but I had faith in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, all right. And so guess what? I worked through the whole, Corona thing, okay, without getting without getting it, okay? Or without getting, getting it, all right? But it wasn't until it was, it was mostly over, okay? And like I said, you had people higher ups, management, you had, other employees, fellow co-workers, they didn't come, they chose not to come and work, okay? That was a choice. They gave you a choice, all right? And, they still received their pay, all right? And it was my choice. I said, well, I'll just go in, all right? I got faith, all right? If the Lord take me out, well then, so be it, okay? But I really didn't feel that the Lord, would do that. I felt that He would display His power through His, through those that were faithful in Him. So anyway, once it was over and I, got in overtime and, they told me that it was, now they made it mandatory, okay, after it was over. Then they made it mandatory, okay, the government, okay, the government, these jobs, all right, the companies, they intruded. They said that it was mandatory, okay, to get this thing put in you, all right? And so, and if you don't, okay, well then, you're going to lose your livelihood. You're going to lose everything, okay? And that's what we were faced with, all right? So me as, a Jake, Jake ain't got, well, shit, Jake ain't got nothing, well, we ain't got nothing to lose, right? Okay, now if you Jake and you think that you got something to lose, well, then you got something to lose. But, I'm, a little down into these scriptures, and I know that, guess what? We ain't got nothing to lose, all right? You can't take my spirit, okay? So, hey. So, anyway, so I was ultimately fired. My coworkers, they didn't stand up. No one stood up, all right? No one stood up and said any damn thing while people stayed at home, didn't risk lives, didn't help people or anything, all right? And, these people didn't even pay me the overtime that I worked, man, because I didn't, after this thing was open, and they'll still, say, oh, well, it's still going on. Listen, man, I never had the thing, man, okay? So anyway, so now, okay, we're seeing this is happening, and it's going to happen much more. It's going to happen much more, okay? And, I'm saying to, and I'm saying that to say also, you don't have a lot of Israelites who hold these positions, okay? So you gotta look and see what's going on, man. A lot of you people, you're not looking at at a bigger picture. You're looking at a smaller picture, man. These are Edomite jobs, man. This is Esau being laid off, man. Being cut off, being fired. Okay? And you got some Jakes that work these jobs, but for the most part, these are Edomite held jobs, these 100,000, 200, 300. Like I tell you, if I go around the state of Illinois and to some of these exclusive places, there are Edomites living in these exclusive ass places. They're living better than Boosie. Now Boosie is a big time rapper, Emmy, Grammy winner. Okay, he's living pretty good, but he's an entertainer, a rapper. These people work. Okay, And they're making that kind of money. And you don't even know who these people are. Military men. They were fired from the military. That was the stance that was taken. The military was then weakened. Okay? It was weakened, and you know, and they'll never say that the military was weak. Okay? They'll say, well, you know, we've always had the capability to do whatever. Okay? That's the pride of this devil. Okay? So from them two places, 5,000 from the Forest Service, okay, 3,400, and from the Federal Aviation, okay, and that's why they said planes are falling, okay, but in reality, you have old airplanes, all right, you have old airplanes that are, you know, some, you know, I believe I seen one report where it said that the airplanes were like 20 years old or even older, okay? And so, you know, you have a lot of mechanics, those mechanics, those top mechanics, a lot of those people, man, those are Edomite held positions with some of those top mechanics, man, and those guys are in their 70s, man, a lot of them. And and when they go to work, man, okay? Because I work at the airport as well, so, you know, when you see those older mechanics, man, they're not doing anything, but they have the seniority, okay, to just sit back and lamp, okay, and that's the thing with at a lot of these jobs, all right, they don't have to do anything. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this video, then we're gonna get some more scriptures, and I'm gonna end this here, okay, and you know, my thing is, you know, this is going to get a lot of these Edomites upset, man. You know, the first thing Esau does when he gets fired, man, is he blames it on you Jakes. He blames it on you Jakes, man. He blames everything on you damn Jakes, man. Okay? And, you know, you have all of these numbers of Edomites who are unemployed, man. They're going to, you know, band together, okay? Band together and, you know, start, you know, because they're full of hate, okay? They're full of hate. And it's going to be you Jake's fault, man. Even when Esau was doing good, man, he's killing you. Look at the police. You got police who risk it all, man. Beautiful homes, you know. Even the police, man. The policeman who unalived here in Chicago, he unalived this guy Laquan McDonald. Man, these people have lavish homes, and they're just the detectives and policemen, man. And they risk it all just to kill a Jake, man. Okay? So just think about, man, once these people, their jobs are threatened, okay? Their jobs are threatened. But guess what? This is Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's pleasure, okay? That kumbaya spirit that you guys are trying to be in, man, no, sir. No, sir. Okay, he's not for that. And you're going to see, all right? You're going to see. You're going to feel it. Okay? And we've been sitting, we're you know, we're like pleading with your ass. Okay? But you're going to get it. A lot of you takes are going to get it, man. Okay?
1,000 jobs were cut from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. And this is one of those people, a father and U.S. Air Force veteran of 20 years, Derek Copeland, who was fired 11 days from his one-year mark at the agency. He trained dogs. He says he was told he was good at it, too. Then he was told he hadn't managed to demonstrate why the agency should keep him around. Copeland isn't alone. Many fired federal workers say they were fired for performance reasons, and also say they were told their performance was good sometime before the firings. The White House says they're getting rid of anyone who isn't mission critical. And now some of those workers are fighting back and could even take.
And like I said, man, these, and if you can work until you're 70, I'm all for that, man. But these are critical jobs, man. Okay? The forests, look at the forests, man. Look at the animal. Look, the wildfires. You have wildfires because you got a 70-year-old who's not going to go out, okay, into the fire. You got bad drinking water because you got a 70-year-old, 80-year-old, okay, who knows that he doesn't have to do anything because he has the seniority. They're working from home. They're not going out there in the field anymore. They can retire, but why would they? Okay? Esau loves money, man. He ain't like you, Jake, man. You be retired by the time you're 45. A lot of you niggas, man, you retiring at 45, and then you go home and have a stroke and a heart attack, man. You ain't doing nothing else, man. That's all Jake talk. Man, I'm gonna go travel the world. For what, nigga? What you going to learn? But see, that's a curse that's on our people, man, and they don't get it. They don't get it. But they gonna get it, okay? They gonna get it. So
legal action. Derek Copeland joins us now. First, Derek, I'm so sorry to hear about this for you and your family. Thank you for your service to our country. Would you mind sharing a little bit more about your position specifically? What did you do for the USDA?
Sure, and good morning. So our mission at the USDA National Detector Dog Center was to train agriculture detection dogs and new handlers how to.
Now, he trained agriculture detection dogs. Let me see if I can Google that and see how much he made. All right. Senior dog trainer. It's not going to let me do it on this device. I'm going to have to look it up on another device. Bear with me for a minute. Did this phone charge? Man, it didn't charge, man. Oh, my goodness. Then the phone not charging. All right. Let me see. How much does a senior dog trainer at the USDA make? Look, see this shit? Do you see this shit, man? A senior dog trainer at the USDA. The estimated total pay for a senior dog trainer is $78,000 per year. With an average, nigga, these motherfuckers don't gotta deal with no people. A lot of you don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about. He's not dealing with no people. He's not interacting with these niggas. He's not being a psychologist, a police officer, all at fucking one time, man. Like frontline workers. And you people are bitching and moaning over this guy, man. With an average salary of $62,231 per year, these numbers represent the median. Okay? Now, this is not even the USDA. I asked for the USDA. Oh, yeah, okay. It says show results with USDA. 1 second, 1 second. How much does a USDA senior dog trainer make a year? Okay, so he's making more than that. He's making more than 78,000 because he's a USDA dog trainer. Okay, a regular dog trainer, all right, senior dog trainer makes 78 grand. Okay, and they're not showing it. This is weird. Okay, this is weird. Determining justice. Let me see. I would have to go to their site. No, they want me to download some shit. No, we're not gonna do that. But anyway. Yeah, we're not gonna do no downloading. I got too much junk on the phone anyway. But he's complaining, man. All right. Now, guess what? When it happened, the 19 thing happened. All right, and his co-workers were fired. He didn't say anything. I guarantee you. Okay, he probably laughed. Oh, they didn't. They were scared to take the. They were scared of the needle. You know, you like you had the ISUPK. Okay, General Hyena. All right. Oh, y'all just scared of needles. All right. And they laughed and people laughed and now look. Okay. See, these people surrendered their rights, their constitutional rights in that day. And so now they're going to realize it, man. They're going to realize what they did.
Operate basically in all environments in order to safeguard America's agriculture from invasive species and disease.
So there are
evasive species. So you need to, a dog needs to protect against evasive species and disease. The dog, or maybe he can sniff out the evasive species. So they need the dog, but not you. You can't do it. Okay. So he can't even explain what the fuck his job is, really. But these are the people that are over your food. He's the USDA. That's over your food, man. He don't give a damn. All right.
a lot of folks upset about these cuts, like yourself, I'm assuming, and others who say, hey, we only want mission critical employees employed by the government. These are our tax dollars. Do you believe you were, in fact, one of those mission critical employees?
Absolutely. And first, I'd like to also point out that the area that I work, we don't get paid with tax dollars. We're user fees. So that's one misconception that I think people really don't understand is when there's furloughs and government shutdowns, we still go to work and we still get paid because we get paid with user fees. So that's a big misconception that I think people have.
So where do you believe there was a disconnect? If you feel like this position was mission critical, it sounds like you were great at it, and that was the setup and the structure. Why do you believe it wasn't able to be confirmed that, yes, in fact, this was a position that we want to keep under the Trump administration?
Sure. There's obviously a disconnect somewhere, and I have my termination letter sitting right here in front of me, and it says, the agency finds based on your performance that you have not demonstrated that your further employment at the agency would be in the best interest of the public, right? Well, I also have in front of me all my, performance reports, all the boxes checked critical and successfully.
So he gets paid from another budget. That's why I can't find it. All right. So he gets paid ridiculous ass money. All right. He gets paid ridiculous money. So he could lose his job. He could be without a job for 20 years. All right. And if he wasn't living above his means, he would be able to manage. But see, again, a lot of people who make a lot of money, they live beyond their means. Okay. They have, extravagant lifestyles outside of, their works, okay, their work, but us in this truth, we know that we're not able to live you know, such a way. In such a way. All right. So, boo, 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 boo. Let me go down. So I'm just going to say, I'm just going to hit this scripture. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus 41. I'm jump down to 6. All right, the inheritance of sinners. All right, children shall perish. All right, because ultimately he got that job. Most of these people get their jobs because they are stale crackers. All right, they're stale crackers. They're Edomites. All right, so that's why they get these jobs, man. I know a guy who can, not to say he's not an excellent dog trainer, but I know a guy who could train the hell out of dogs. All right, and because I know him, I know damn well he's not even making $20,000 a year. Okay, these dogs that he trains could walk single file. All right, walking the single file line up a tree. All right. So anyway, the inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. All right. And so, that's what's happening, man. All right. America has crumbled. Okay. It has crumbled. The only thing that's keeping it afloat is the wishes and dreams of 2/3 of our people. Okay. You see people are, especially of the tribes, they're breaking their necks to leave their homelands to come here. Okay. And to keep this place afloat. Okay. It says, verse 7 says, the children will complain of an ungodly father. Yeah, Esau's y'all father. All right. And yeah, most of your fathers, your forefathers, they were all slave owners. And you're not going to feel the effect of this until the kingdom. All right. You're not going to really feel the effect until you get into the kingdom, because, you're going to get your little, you're still going to have a chance to get a little row off on Jake. All right. During Jacob's trouble. Okay. During Jacob's trouble, you'll be able to get, a row off. Okay. But in the kingdom, okay, that's when they're going to complain. All right. So, I just wanted to bring this out real quick. Didn't want to make it too long. And, see a lot of people complaining about the DEI and, among our people. Then you have to understand, they're trying to sharpen Esau, okay? Get Esau fired up, man. Okay, they don't need to get you Jakes fired up. Okay, you don't do anything when you get fired up. Okay, you go and kill each other. Okay, that's not that's not what they want done. All right, they want to be able to step in. Okay, once it's chaotic, they want to be able to step in and offer a solution. Okay, that everyone's going to have to accept. All right, because although you may have a gun, they made them gats, all right? They got some shit that'll blow out your back from where they stay at, all right? Okay? Keep it in perspective. So, anyway, Lord willing, you will edify till next time. Shalom.